Today we're going to take a look at Word Chapter 2, which is all about research papers. Specifically, we're going to take a look at the MLA style research paper. To begin with, the research paper has a certain look or format, and this format takes a look at including the student's last name and the page number in a header that's printed at the top of each page. So if you would join me, we'll go to the Insert tab. And header and footer has its own little group. If you would choose header, we're going to select a blank header that will print at the top of each page. Notice a brand new tab appears on your ribbon, and all these tools deal with how to design and set up a header. I would like my header to be right aligned with the student's last name and page number. So Control R is a shortcut to right align. I'm going to type in my last name. I'm going to hit the space bar, and then I want to use the page numbering tool. So I'm going to take a look at the far left of my screen and choose page number, current position, and a plain number. When I'm done with my header, I should then close out. Your header should appear gray, and again, it's going to print the top half of your sheet of paper. Another quick way to get into the header is just to double click at the top of your sheet. Now we want to close out of the header footer, and we're going to set up a heading. Notice the MLA style paper is all double spaced, so we want to make sure our spacing is set up correct. Take a look at spacing in the paragraph group. You have a spacing tool, and we want to make sure that we have our computer set for double spacing. So go down to 2. And you also want to make sure that you remove any extra spacing between paragraphs. We are now ready to type the 4-line heading that will only be printed on page 1 of the research paper. So take a second, type in your name, type in the instructor's name, the course, and today's date. So I'm going to type my name. I'm typing up this paper for Mr. Winters. And this is for my English 101 class. And then I'm going to insert the date. I don't care if you use today's date or the date that's in the book. I do want to show you the shortcut to insert the date. If you go to the Insert tab, over on the right, there's a tool called Date and Time. And you can pick and choose the format that you would like for your paper. The shortcut to insert the date is if you hit the Shift key, the Alt key, and the D for dates, Shift Alt D, that'll insert the date quickly in your document. So this is the heading. It's only on page 1. Hit Enter, and let's hit a Control E to center my title. Can you find me now? I need to enter. It's still trying to center for me, so I want to go back left. Control L is the shortcut to left align. And I am ready to start getting text into my research paper. Now notice that the paragraphs of text are indented. I want to indent each paragraph. So they illustrate to you in the book how to indent each paragraph by using a tool called First Line Indent. A quick way to set that is to go up to your ruler. The ruler is right above the right scroll bar. If you open up your ruler, you'll see a couple little arrows over to the far left. The top arrow is the first line indent. If you drag that over a 1/2 inch for me, if you have trouble dragging that over, you can double click it, and that will allow you to get in and adjust the first line indent right here. Now if you start typing just a little bit of text, how is A? We'll type a little bit of text here. And the rest of it I have typed for you. So if you save this much and then pause for a second, go out to Blackboard, I have saved all these blocks of text for you. So you just need a little tiny bit of text, and then you're going to go insert the block of text. So pause it or stop it, come back with your block of text. So to insert, I'm going to go to Insert, Object, Text from a File, And I'm going to go out and get my block of text. If you've saved it to your desktop or wherever you have saved it, I'm going to go out and open up my file. And that will give me the rest of that paragraph of text. So I typed that much for you. You don't have to type this paper up. Now, we're going to backspace and we're going to set right up here by the word baseline. I'm writing my research paper and I didn't come up with all this info myself. I'm borrowing some work for some other people. So we want to make sure that we give credit to those authors. So we're going to backspace and set by baseline. And I am ready to try out my references tab. On the references tab, you have a whole group called citations and bibliography. Check out the style and set your style for MLA. And we're ready to insert our first citation. We're going to add a new source. And take a minute and turn over in your book to page 91. And on page 91, this is all the information that we need to fill in our first source. This source happens to be an article in a periodical. We have the author, it's James. Notice that they type in the last name first. It's Malila. I do have the title. Now sometimes you don't have all the information that you need to fill in. So you just fill in as much as you can. So we'll fill in all this information, and we're going to use this later on down the road when we're done with the entire paper. It will make a works cited page for us automatically, so we will not have to type up the works cited page. Now when you're done with that, click OK, and it brings over the citation in my paper. Sometimes you accidentally enter and you get over and you get your document over here and you're not quite ready for it. Maybe I wasn't done typing all the information about that article in a periodical. So if you hover on it with your mouse, grab your mouse, you can edit source, lets me edit right here, or I can edit citation. And here your citation's not quite right, you need to add page numbers. So if we type in 30 to 48 here, and OK it, that should finish up that reference. Go ahead and always punctuate on the outside of the reference. And you kind of follow that same procedure for all three of the references in this practice paper. I'm going to stop here, and I'll have to record another segment kind of showing you the next step in the paper. So this kind of gets you started on the MLA style paper from chapter 1 or chapter 2 of Word. Good luck.